Hey guys, welcome to Value for Viral. I just watched Obama's commencement speech.
Hi everybody. Anaya, thank you for that beautiful introduction. I could not be prouder of everything you've done in your time with the Obama Foundation.
He was requested by teens to address the graduation class of 2020. What's interesting is that this same stuff was predicted in a very weird movie. Right now, I'm a fan of Predictive programming. The movie is called iPad Go 2, which centers around the coming of the Antichrist. Obama's speech gave me some goosebumps because I think it means we are gonna enter some dark days. Not now, but later. Before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, please share this video, and also check out our other platform in case this one gets censored. We're on BitTube, Brighton, Library, Subscribestar, etc. And also follow us on Instagram and Twitter to stay updated with our censored news. Most of you have watched the speech, so I won't talk about it. My beliefs are based on intensive research on the Cabal, the Occult, and the Illuminati. And I think Obama has a role in the New World Order agenda. The creators of this movie also had the same vision in mind. Of course, the movie itself was created by the Illuminati, so whatever I say and conclude are based on the movie. I'm just like decoding their prediction. We may have different points of view, so tell me what you think in the comments. Firstly, they are all puppets controlled by the elites. The elites are reptilian species who invisibly control the world. They own the banks, they own the economy, they own the media, and they own major companies. If you look at the Freemasonic pyramid, before the all-seeing eyes of Satan, just after the Illuminati, there lies a list of very influential families. They are part of the Illuminati royal bloodline. Let's dive into something else. Obama just did the commencement speech. The word commencement means the beginning of something. Keep that at the back of your mind. Let's dive into the movie. I'm gonna skip the George Bush part. Everybody knows that George Bush was in an elementary school when the 9/11 happened. That's why he was wearing a cone cap. It wasn't just a coincidence. The 9/11 is an old story. But look closely at the Obama's part. He's wearing a graduation cap. Keep that also at the back of your mind. Look at how Obama is looking at the occultic owl and standing on the Masonic floor, the Masonic checkerboard floor. Obama starts laughing seriously because he knows the New World Order are behind the crisis. Look at the symbolism displayed. We have the green dragon. Which country in the world uses the green dragon? If you type the same sentence on Google, Google will respond China. China is the green dragon. Beside the green dragon, we have the brain divided with a lightning bolt. The Bible says Satan fell from heaven as a lightning bolt. The green dragon, or China, has used this crisis to break down the minds of many people from different countries in the world. Next, we see this girl. The innocent girl is in a ritualistic circle holding an apple fruit. Then she is surrounded by mannequins. You know, Obama was addressing the graduating class of 2020. He did it online. He wasn't done in a graduation ceremony. So he's addressing a crowd of students at home. I think that's the representation of the mannequins. Like, they were not physically present, but they were there in spirit. Look at the moods of the mannequin. Some look sad, some are angry. In fact, the general moods of the mannequin doesn't look good. And I think it represents the different ways kids felt about this lockdown and the corona crisis. The girl ends up losing hope and throws the fruit. The fruit rolled all the way to Obama. It divided and produced a flower. That's a sign of danger. Then Obama starts sweating. After that, we saw how the American flag got destroyed, including the Twin Towers. I will end there. But that means bad things are coming. And I've seen this before. there's going to be another crisis coming, an economic crisis far bigger than what we have now. The stock markets are going to crash. There's likely going to be a war, like between civilians, government. I want to push up this stuff because I really hate saying bad things. That's how it's going to be. Like, countries are probably going to fight with each other. Okay, let's forget about the iPad movie. Someone had said the same thing before. You know, when you're missing the conspiracy/truth. In fact, the word conspiracy was developed by the CIA to cover up their Operation Paperclip. You know about MK Ultra experiments that were conducted in the 19th century. Since that forced people to believe that anything that deviates from mainstream media is called a conspiracy theory, let's call it conspiracy. One guy said that there's gonna be a crisis starting this October. And really, like, I concur what he said, but I don't like claiming credits for prediction. In fact, I hate when bad things happen to people. And another guy said that we are gonna soon enter the 7 years of tribulation. You know, the 7 years of tribulation are supposed to happen before the angels blow the final trumpet, the last trumpet. And also, there's this video I did last year where NBA YoungBoy said he's traumatized and that we're all gonna die in 2020. I've been catching similar stuff with my eyes. You know, once your subconscious is focused on something, you easily see those things. Notwithstanding, I'm not giving up on my goals and on my relationship with God. You know, the Bible said God will save us in the days of calamity. If you remember way back in January, I had already concluded that the outbreak was gonna go global, like it was gonna be a global thing. And I went on Instagram and I posted this. I told guys to get prepared for this, stock their homes with food, enough backup and keep enough money. But my opinion wasn't welcome. They laughed at me, they insulted me, like both in my DMs. They made it look like I was wasting my time. But anyways, I took precautions. I got myself ready for this. I got enough food and I saved enough money. Like, even though I'm new to the culture, I wasn't affected by this crisis. It didn't strike me in the heart. But just a while ago, like a few days ago, I had my colleagues got fired. Like, we worked together, he's my partner, and I was actually expecting my name on the list. But you know, God has different plans. I'm listening to the different options he has kept for me and for his children. Oh, I went off. Anyways, the iPad God movie had created the fall of the true Church of God. You know, that cathedral was pretty much similar to the Notre Dame Cathedral that had a recent fire accident. It might be similar, but when the Antichrist will rise from sleep, the true Church of God will fall and many Christians will be persecuted. For those who study the Bible, you know where you can find these things. I think I'm done here. A word to wise is sufficient. So take precautions while we see if God is gonna stop this or while actually drawing towards the end of the world. Thanks for watching. Bye.
But if we're going to get through these difficult times, if we're going to create a world where everybody has opportunity to find a job, and afford college, if we're going to save the environment and defeat future pandemics, then we're going to have to do it together. So be alive to one another's struggles. Stand up for one another's rights. Leave behind all the old ways of thinking that divide us. Sexism, racial prejudice, status, greed, and set the world on a different path. When you need help, Michelle and I have made it the mission of our foundation to give young people like you the skills and support to lead in your own communities and to connect you with other young leaders around the country and around the globe. But the truth is, you don't need us to tell you what to do, because in so many ways, you've already started to lead. Congratulations, class of 2020. Keep making us proud.